What is going on, guys? It is your good buddy Rutabaga here. In today's video we've got something fun we're doing. We are doing the Ask Rutabaga Q&A. I had you guys tweet the hashtag AskBega and we got some awesome questions, so I'm super excited for this. So let's jump straight into it. Question is going to come from the homie Mooch. He says, how did we get where we are today? Bro, we got where we are today with hard work, dedication, calcium, vitamin D, cold cereal, Rihanna, a little bit of fairy dust, wishes upon shooting stars, lots of bank robberies and fraud, and we sketched our way to the top as much as possible. Nah, I'm just kidding. We got where we are today, dude. No, really, because we're homies and we work hard at what we do, and we do a good job. Question coming in from Taken. He said, is Taken on your list of favorite Call of Duty players? Bro, Taken is not on my list of favorite Call of Duty players. You want to know why? Because in order to have that list, I have to have some kind of value associated with that player, and Taken is just priceless. You can't put a value on him. So yeah, love you, Kanan. Kind of a funny one coming in from Jared, the homie Hostile over at Second Nature FPS. And he said, screw one, marry one, kill one. Taken, Jared himself, and Ricky. I'm assuming he means Click. Alright, dude, well, let's be clear. In order for me to screw one of those, I would have to be gay. I am not gay, so it's kind of a... I can't really answer that without feeling weird and being like, just no. So with that said, let's play with the theory. Let's pretend that Rutabaga is gay. Alternate universe, I'm not gay. But let's assume in this situation where I have to choose all of these, I'm gonna choose to marry Jared. He seems like the cuddly, lovable type. I'm gonna have to kill Ricky. I don't know him. I don't know him as well as the other two. We didn't talk as much. And then Taken me and you, man, in this alternate universe. Ugh. Alright, next question. XP Squid asked me, are you even a squid? Bro, are you even a squid? I am a squid, look. It's Darkly asked me, what is my favorite game of all time? My favorite game of all time, without a doubt, is Kingdom Hearts 2. That game is so amazing, so fantastic, and I haven't even played the HD version that got re-released for PS3, so that upsets me. I need to play it now that you mention it. But yeah, that game is, I don't know a better game than that. Kingdom Hearts is like perfect. Other than that, I would say Smash Bros is a runner-up, and then Call of Duty. Maybe Call of Duty. I just compete in that game. Sometimes I don't know if it's really like my favorite game. Arfree asked me what my best and worst memory from Call of Duty was. I would say my best memory would definitely have to be Black Ops 2 MLG Anaheim. I got to go. I didn't get to compete, unfortunately, but I did get to see Furico get dethroned by Complexity live and with lots of people in the crowd, and it was Black Ops 2, so it was amazing. That was hands down like the funnest event ever and the best memory I've had in Call of Duty. Worst memory in Call of Duty would have to be during Modern Warfare 2. My internet it still is pretty bad, but my internet was so bad, I thought a 2-bar was normal, and this one day we were playing pubs with all our friends, just full 6-man pubs, having fun, going for nukes, and I had to sit in the back of the map with a stinger and shoot stuff down because I was lagging so bad, and it was all I could do. Everyone loved me for shooting everything down, but it was awful. One of the worst experiences. If I think of a worse one, I'll let you know. What do I enjoy besides video games? That's a really good question as well. Right now my main hobby is skateboarding. I got really back into skateboarding, and that's been kind of a good way for me to get exercise too, because as you know, I play video games all the time. It's like I don't get out much, so skateboarding has been big right now. And then I love hanging out with my girlfriend. Obviously, she's amazing, my best friend. So that's like the top two. I really do just love my video games. I'm kind of a nerd, kind of a hermit. I mean, it's not just my video games. I don't know if you count this, but I mean, just my YouTube, you know, editing videos, creating content, building my career. I'm going to build my website, all that kind of stuff that just comes with this career, that's really the stuff that I enjoy doing besides playing video games. And it's awesome because you know, I'm building it into this career that I can always be doing something that I enjoy, and that's really what I care about. So, and the last question is coming in. I'm gonna lump two questions together, but it's from KoolumSam02. He said, "What is your motivation in this job? I know it is fun to play games, but be good at them and be an amazing streamer is a quality." And then I'm gonna kind of lump it in with Wallbangs. He had another question. He said, you are an inspiration to lots of people. So who's your inspiration and what's motivation to keep you going? So they're kind of like on the same page. They both had like half the same question. So I don't feel like I'm a huge inspiration to that many people. I feel like I am a good example and an inspiration to a few though, and I'm glad I can be that inspiration to those people. But it's also weird to think about that like I'm an inspiration to someone else for this, because and to answer your next question, who is my inspiration? So the first person I watched that really got me into YouTube in let's say I was in my sophomore year of high school, so you're like, well, like 16, was Pro Syndicate. Pro Syndicate's the first YouTuber and gamer that I really like started to watch consistently. It's crazy how much he's blown up. He was the first one I was like watching like regularly and really respected and looked into what he did. And so I remember that was the year I bought an Easy Cap and was recording MW3 commentaries. You can still find the videos. And then another one of my inspirations, which this is so cliche, but is Nadeshot. And keep this in mind why. So first off, Nadeshot's the first competitive Call of Duty player I ever followed, because when I was first introduced to the scene in MW3, the like second or third game battle I ever played in my life, I know nothing about Pro COD, I've never followed it, I don't know what MLG is really, and the like second or third GB I played was Optic Nadeshot and Optic Hex, and they were playing with a couple other people. And I remember my buddy was freaking out, and he's like, oh my gosh, look who we're playing with. I was like, I don't know who this is he really that great? And then he absolutely banged on us. And so I looked him up and started following his stream. And keep in mind also, this is before he was an Optic Pro player. This is why I get so annoyed. Like, I like Nadeshot for a different reason than him being this like big Optic gamer. It's like he was the first competitive player I followed, and I followed his career all the way up until he was actually getting, you know, I actually got on the Optic Pro roster. And so I mean I base a lot off of how I do, I mean how I approach my career. I based a lot off of what I remember, you know, watching him do and how he grew his career. The second half of it, what's motivation in this job, or what's motivation to keep me going? Honestly, dude, so the biggest thing for me is I've loved video games my whole life. Like, it's the one consistent thing I can look back, and it's something I've always done and always had a passion for and never knew why. And in high school, I kind of dipped away from that. Like, I didn't want that persona of like the big gamer until like later on in high school. I didn't care. And so, but I mean, in high school, I was still kind of on that same path. You know, it's like the average path. It's like high school, college, you get a job. It's like your parents kind of guide you along that. That's like how everything is today. And so I knew I really liked video games, but I like technology in general. So I thought, okay, well, I'll go to school and learn software development and stuff like that, and learn computers really well, learn how to code, all that cool stuff. And so I went to college for a while, and I really, really, really enjoyed it. But I hit a point where I was like, this is not for me. Like, I like learning this. It's a good skill. I could make a lot of money from it. But it's like, I'm not going to enjoy doing this as a career for the rest of my life. And during that in-between stage of like, I left college because, you know, it's like, I don't want this degree, because it was, I can tell that story some other time, but I didn't want that degree anymore. So I took a break and went and worked in Virginia, and that's where I started to make a decent amount of money to get into like the org ownership side of it. And I think that, and then combined with like just people I met there, experiences I had, the experience of getting away from home, I made a realization that you can make a living doing anything you can really put your mind to. And so my motivation is the fact that eventually this is going to be something that I don't think I'll ever be a huge YouTuber and a huge streamer and make like just like, I mean, Nadeshot makes like 6 figures. I don't think I'll ever reach a point to that, but what I look forward to is reaching a point that I can make a living just off of what I love to do and what I enjoy. And it's a lot of work, a lot of people don't see the behind the scenes work, but it really does feel like a job. But it's work that I enjoy, and the fact that even if I can just get by, like even if I can just pay my bills and have a little bit in savings off of gaming, I'm content. I don't need tons of money, tons of nice things if I can do what I love as a job, and that's kind of always been my outlook on it. So that's my motivation, and those are my inspirations. Another one of my inspirations also I want to mention is I'm Cody. He's my favorite Twitch streamer as of now, and once again, he's one of the people I've watched over the years and looked at how he does the things the way he does, and definitely one of my role models and inspirations. So shout out to that guy. I won these Astros from him too. So yeah, great question. I think that's gonna about wrap it up, guys. So that's gonna wrap up the first Q&A. These are really awesome, actually. I really like this. So this is definitely gonna be something I do again. Probably not. It's definitely not every week. I think that'll be too much, but it's definitely something I want to do. If your question didn't get in, hopefully I'll get you next time, guys. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I really enjoyed doing it. So usually the videos I have the most fun doing seem to get the most feedback. So I feel like this will be a good video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and a subscribe. But most of all, leave a comment and leave me feedback. Let me know what you thought. I can answer a little like last minute questions in the chat or in the comments maybe. But thank you so much for watching the video, guys, and we will see you next time. Peace.